Get through the morning every day. Every morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adelaide's Jody and Hazy on Nova.
What the fork?
What the fork?
What the fork is happening?
What the fork? Sometimes you look at things in everyday life and you go, what the fork is that about? For example, when newsreader Abby steals all the forks from our kitchen here and no one can find one.
And you walk in and you're just like,
What the fork?
What the fork?
Yeah.
where are all the forks, bro?
Where are all of Exactly right. And, well, I had one yesterday.
Yeah.
Had you shaking your head?
This was absolutely outrageous. So we're having a little chat about what is Japanese culture, where in terms of shifting funds and all the sort of finance stuff, it's traditionally the woman's job. And then Jody came out with this. Who does the budgeting at your house?
Husband.
Good.
Yeah.
Right, really?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, because he's good at that stuff and he's a man who is very adept at a spreadsheet and that is sexy.
Yeah. Okay. Is it?
Yep.
There you go.
Anyone, if you're a bloke and you can use Excel,
Oh,
I probably want to jump you.
wow. Wow, indeed.
What the fork?
What the fork?
Stand by it, because I think at the actual crux of that is when your partner does things for you that he genuinely or she knows that you hate doing, that is a real turn on.
Oh,
See,
okay.
it's not so much the facts and figures and then the numbers side of things and the spreadsheet side of things.
Yeah.
It's more that he takes that off my plate and does it for me. He'll go to the accountant for hours and hours so I don't have to worry about a tax return. So good.
So I don't understand how that gets your blood flowing, gets you all hot and bothered in a
Oh,
positive
yeah,
way.
it does, because it's your partner making sure that you're happy because they know how disinterested you are in all things finance.
Are you saying that when Greg when he comes out of the shower and he's holding his towel, but he's not holding, if you know what I mean, that doesn't impress you? How is that not impressive?
While he does the helicopter.
But if he turns up, he's like, oh, by the way, I've budgeted for the next year. I've done the spreadsheet and I've taken the laundry out. And Jody's like, take me now.
That's
I'm yours.
exactly how it rolls.
Oh, my gosh, you ladies are confusing.
Okay, we're not confusing. It's pretty straightforward, isn't it, girls?
Absolutely.
So, like Ab said, the helicopter.
This is the difference between men and women right here, right now. So if you've got something that former partner.
Very rude. very rude. But no, this is very much a thing. Little mundane things that your partners do for you that you're
Yeah.
like, hello very much.
Yeah, come over here.
My ex, because I always have bobby pins, always. And anyone who wears bobby pins every day knows you lose them everywhere.
Yes.
My ex used to collect them off the carpet and put them on the bedside table for me.
Oh, bless.
Oh, bless.
Sorry, that's a bit cute.
Jump your bones, etc.
Yeah.
Oh,
That is really nice.
It is nice.
But we still hate him. So. No, we do not.
Little mundane chore, just picking up
Yeah,
bobby
it's
pins.
nice. It's a nice gesture.
Yeah, right.
Please learn something by the end of this.
Oh, I'm taking notes. Don't worry about that.
Okay, producer M.
I will preface this and say that this happens so very rarely, but when Michael loads the dishwasher, not only loads the dishwasher, but loads it correctly so that
it's
everything will
hard.
get clean
Yeah.
and no bowls are upside down so they
Yes.
collect with water. Oh,
Yeah.
stunning.
And also, just to add to that, like they don't leave little bits of lettuce or corn to clog up the filter.
But that's what the dishwasher's job is.
No,
No.
it's not. It's not. It's
You have
your
to clean
job
the
rinse
filter.
it off.
Don't do its job for it.
Why do I have a feeling newsreader Abby's going to have a whole list of things that get you all hot and bothered on the domestic front?
Obviously, the General and I have just started seeing each other.
Yeah.
But, yeah, hello, darling. The one thing that really gets me, is when he just starts the washing off his own back.
Oh.
Yeah.
He likes to wear suits.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, when he goes and starts the washing, I'm like,
Look,
hello.
I mean, he's a security peacock.
Yeah.
You've got to wear a suit
on.
Yeah.
when you're manning the door, aren't you?
Okay. I didn't see that with the general. I didn't think he'd be the type of operator that does his own laundry and stuff.
Well,
Good on him. I'm
yeah.
impressed with that.
I mean, it's
geez,
only
I'm
new,
starting to
though.
get
Is he doing it because it's only a new thing? Who knows? We'll see if it continues.
Yeah.
Okay.
So true.
So this is a genuine thing.
Yeah, 13, 24, 10. Those domestic things that your partner does that get you all hot and bothered aren't necessarily sexual, but oh my goodness.
Right, okay. Blokes, take note. Do you know what? If you're a bloke and you've got one as well, I mean, I'm in a very interesting situation in my life where I have a 5-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 5-month-old.
Yes.
And I tell you what, we're getting to the stage where I tell you what's turning me on about my wife.
What?
Her existing. Yeah. Really doing some things for me.
So true. Let's go to Nikita. Good morning, Nikita. How are you going?
I'm well. Good morning. How are you?
Good. Watch the fork get you going, even though it's just a domestic chore. What is it?
Well, it seems really little, but we bought a new house, and as part of buying a new house was that my husband could buy a UV coffee machine.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's good.
Yeah. So every morning while I'm getting ready for work, he's off in the kitchen getting my lunch ready for work, my coffee, the radio's on.
Oh.
So he's probably listening to this right now.
Oh, what an absolute peach he is.
What's his name, Nikita?
Oh, Terrence.
Terrence?
Terrence.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, Terrence is in the kitchen just whispering this to himself. Nespresso. Oh, say it again.
Do you know what? I bet you he looks like George Clooney as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's got the salt and pepper look going. So,
Oh, gosh.
Well done, Terrence.
Heavenly.
Terrence
Well done,
knows exactly where his bread's buttered, you know?
Yeah.
Let's go to Jess. What are those things that get you going, Jess?
hi, good morning. For me, it's when my husband notices that dog hair and does an impromptu midweek vacuum.
Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, we love that.
Jess, do you reckon he knows what it's doing to you, or do you keep that to yourself and just sort of let it arise on a special occasion?
Given the frequency it occurs, I don't think he's tweaked yet.
See, we're teaching men something this morning. This is amazing. Eliza, hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good. What gets the blood flowing, so to speak?
So we have a beautiful golden retriever named Lola who has to do her business at like 1 a.m.
Yes.
every night.
Yep.
So whenever he just doesn't even ask me, gets up, takes her out, it's just, it's so attractive.
Because
I don't have to wake up at 1 a.m. He does.
don't you think, Eliza, there's nothing worse than when you wake up in the middle of the night and you're like, I physically have to get out of bed and let the dog out to do its business. It's the worst feeling.
I love her, but at 1 a.m. I just love her that little bit less when
Yes.
she has to go outside.
Yeah.
But he just does it, and it's beautiful, and it's so attractive.
So true.
There you go. Especially when Lola's getting a little out of hand. Calm down, Lola.
Georgie, what's yours, doll?
So I work, I'm a shift worker.
Yeah.
And my beautiful partner will use my pillow because my pillow is obviously much better than his when
Yeah.
I'm away. But every single time when I come back, he's put a fresh pillowcase on it. And it still smells like beautiful linen. And I love that because I obviously wash my hair more than he does. And yeah, it's
Gorgeous.
big tick of approval.
That is so thoughtful and delicious.
Yeah, isn't it?
Isn't it?
I don't even know where the pillowcases are. That's bad, isn't it? Oh, my God.
You don't know where your linen cupboard is.
I know.
Oh, my God.
Oh, but also, I think when in my single days, I'd probably be rocking a pillow with no pillowcase for a long time as well. Yeah, I was a pig, right? I get it.
And was it all yellow too?
Yes.
Yuck.
Extremely yellow.
You're disgusting. No wonder Cara wants nothing to do with you.
Horses don't need linen though.
That's true, because I
They're
sleep
out the
standing
back
up.
in the hay.
Yes,
true.
sleep stand up as well.
Hey, Ashlyn, how you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. What gets you going?
So my partner's pretty good all round. He's really fighting the patriarchy norms. But when he cleans the roof gutters, that is like chef's kiss.
Yeah,
That is
wow.
something I will never be doing.
Yes.
Like when he's pulling the leaves out, it's like he's sensually like kissing your neck kind of vibes.
What a guy.
Oh.
And so what
Look at the
happens?
gutters. Oh.
What happens from there, Ashlyn? I don't want to get too detailed
Oh,
and personal,
well,
but
hang on.
like, are you storing it? Does he know what it does to you, or do you just sort of keep it to yourself?
Look, I'll just say they're not the only gutters that get cleaned.
Oh yes, there we go. we got there. Yes, Ashlyn. Yes. That is exactly what we're talking
Is that
about.
what you were fishing for? You happy now, Dal?
I don't know what I was fishing for. Goodness gracious, there is a solid message in all of this though as well for the guys out there.
Yeah.
Get working on your domestic duties.
Exactly.
Here's what you're waking up to, Adelaide.
In the news today.
Breaking news. Breaking news.
What's in the news today?
Your post snooze news.
I mean, absolute information overload when you first wake up in the morning, you have a look at your phone and you go, oh, God, I can't even work out what I need to know. Well,
Why 17 missed calls? Oh, that's right. It's 6:15. Oh, I'm supposed to be at work an hour and a half ago.
and that's Abby's phone. Anyway,
Wow.
let's go to the newsroom and find out what we do need to know. Abs, hit us.
Is this Attack Abby kind of day?
I don't know. How are you feeling?
We'll see. 6:07. Day still young.
Okay, we're going to talk about wine because that's my favourite thing on a Wednesday. Let's be honest. Our $1 billion
Monday,
wine...
Tuesday, Friday, Sunday.
Our $1 billion wine industry is set to be revived because China is looking to drop the tariffs that they introduced. So essentially they came out when Australia came out and said, we want to know more about the origins of COVID. We think there's more to this story. So they responded by going, we're going to put tariffs on a lot of your exports that come over here. So the bottled wine industry in Australia, and especially South Australia, was just massive. It was worth, like I said, nearly $1 billion, and it just completely shattered essentially overnight. So this is really good for us. It's really good for all of our winemakers in South Australia. It's really good for, Australia in general. So hopefully they're going to get it back up to that $1 billion mark. But we should know more by the 31st of March as to whether they're going to take them off. But it has been recommended, so that's good.
I do love how we tried to circumvent this situation we had a couple of wineries that went, you know what, if we can't export our wine over there, we're going to start some wineries in China. So they started building, making wine in China to deal with the local market because we weren't allowed to bring it over from here.
Very smart.
Yeah, well, except for I don't think conditions were overly conducive.
No.
That was the only issue.
Yeah, because you can't beat Australia.
No, that is good news for winemakers locally because it was crippling for the industry at the time.
I remember that.
Great news.
Newsy.
All right, smack us, Joe. It's a lot going on in the Royal family.
Definitely not one to repeat scurrilous gossip.
Sorry. Yes, you are. Continue.
What do you say every morning when you come in? Oh my God, guess what I heard?
Oh my God, sit down and shut up. I'm going to tell you a tale. It's the words that usually come out of our mouth every morning.
That is not true. Only when it's really, really good gossip. Anyway, so there's rumours that Prince William has had this affair. And I say rumours, okay? And they've been around since 2019. So it's suggested that he had an affair with a woman called Rose Hanbury.
Rose Hanbury? Please continue.
So she's... I need to concentrate on this because it's complicated. She's a British peeress and also a former model. She married David Cholmondeley.
David Cholmondeley? Sorry, continue.
The 7th Marquess of Condamendally in 2009. The couple have 3 children together. So they've socialised as a quartet, I guess. But rumours of infidelity first surfaced in 2019. But the rumours have resurfaced, and there are some that are suggesting, because Kate's gone missing from the public eye. You know how where there was that shot of her in the car?
Yeah.
Now everyone's saying that was Hanbury. That wasn't even Kate.
Oh, surely he doesn't have the nerve to do that.
Because they look a little bit similar. Although, can I repeat what producer Em said this morning?
Yeah.
Well, she called her the Sheehan Kate. Which is the cut price version.
Right, okay.
Oh, dear.
There you go.
Anyway, so yeah, the palace are yet to comment on it, but these rumours have been pretty damaging for Prince William.
Wow, there's a lot happening in the royal family. Never a dull moment.
They're also the reason behind a big spike in the company market cap of Adobe, because after the revelation Kate Middleton had a subscription and obviously photoshopped, it's added $3 billion to the company's market cap.
Oh my God, stop it.
Stop it.
See what happens to a company's share price when Kate Middleton decides to doctor a photo. That's ludicrous, isn't it?
Huge.
Yeah.
Oh, we.
There you go. Watch this space for more juicy gossip on the royal family.
It's completely unfounded, by the way.
Yeah, okay.
That's just what I'm reading on the internet.
Just genuine juicy gossip. You get all of your solid information from the Daily Mail. Of course. Hey, quickly, congratulations to the Matildas.
Yeah.
Oh, how good's that? 30,000 pre-sale tickets went up for grabs against this clash against China May 31st. And then yesterday, just under an hour, remaining 25,000, bang, gone.
So how many sold altogether? Is that 55? Is that the maths on
30
that?
plus
Shut up. Shut up. I'm just checking.
6 for inflation. You've got, I think it's about 55 there. Around about 55. But no one really knows the exact number that sells out for Adelaide Oval. So you're right, Joe. It's
Yeah.
can be quite confusing.
Yeah. Okay.
But all we know is that the Matildas are an absolute institution.
If you had said pre-World Cup that the Matildas would sell out 55,000 tickets in 5 minutes, would have laughed in your face.
You would have laughed in my face.
Yeah.
Absolutely laughed, giggled in my face.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Congratulations.
And really
to the
got up
Matildas.
one of those witchy cackles that I like to do every now and then.
Really from the soul, it's from your soul
From my
when you laugh
soul.
like that, don't you?
Matildas.
Netball does some really, really good things for you, doesn't it? Your love for netball knows no bounds. I'm very happy to say as well that we've got a couple of very special guests with us right now.
Hazy, you know how excited I am about this. Please welcome to the studio Lucy Austin and Georgie Hodges.
Yes.
Woo.
Woo. Welcome, girls.
Welcome, girls. Okay, the Premiership defence starts now. How's the pre-season? How's the Premiership defence looking? I'll start with you, Georgie.
We're super excited to get out. We've just finished our pre-season block, so we've been working really hard on and off the court, running and in the gym. So, yeah, now we're getting into pre-season games and we're really keen to have a crack at other teams.
Luce, does it get to a point where you go, enough running now, I just want to get in there and play?
Yeah, we've done a lot of running since November last year, so I'm really excited to just put it all out on court, and I feel like the team's really been gelling, so it's exciting to see how we go.
I want to go back to the Premiership from last year, which, Hazy, I've said this to you before, going to watch this game that got far closer than it should have. It's probably one of the best sporting events I've ever been to.
Yeah, there you go. What was it like playing in it?
Yeah, it was crazy. Hey, I hardly remember it. We watched it back the other night, watched a documentary that was made about it, and I forgot how close it was, and I was sitting there like, oh my God, who wins? Like,
spoiler alert.
Yeah, I forgot we even went into overtime, so yeah, it was crazy. So surreal, hey.
I also did see some vision after the game, Lucy, of you and Jody. You'd hooked up to do some, what was it, little fast feet dance? Or what the hell was going on there?
Yeah. Okay, so by way of explanation, there was a post-game function, which was huge, and then Lucy and I had a couple of lemonades, and then as we were leaving to go home, we started doing netball drills at the front.
Oh, good, of course.
Sorry about that, Luce. Won't ever happen again.
Got some good photos from it.
What were the celebrations like, you guys?
Oh, they went on for months. It was so much fun. We went to Bali. We had like a fan day. It was just really awesome to have like friends and family celebrate with us. It was very cool.
Luce, a little bit of pressure on you. I guess we've lost Eleanor Cardwell, who was instrumental in the win last year. Does that put a bit of pressure on you to step up now? Because everyone's going, oh, it's all right, we got Lucy.
I don't think it puts pressure on. I think it's just an exciting opportunity for me to sort of step up and see what I can do, trying different combinations and stuff. So,
How important was the Premiership for the Thunderbirds? South Australia is such a strong netball state, but results the last sort of few years have been pretty ordinary. So how important to get netball back up where it should be in this state?
Yeah, I think it's really exciting, especially because it's been, it had been 10 years since the last Premiership, and went through a few seasons without any wins. So, really exciting to just, I guess, grow netball in South Australia and give us more opportunities for the girls coming through as well.
Speaking of, we're moving to the entertainment centre. I say we, like I'm part of it all.
It's your number one fan, right?
I know, it's pathetic. Okay, settle down. He reckons he falls asleep when I start talking about my netball on a Tuesday night. Anyway, moving to the entertainment centre, how huge is that for the sport? Because we kind of, with all due respect, outgrown the stadium that we're at now. Are we hoping it's like in the same vein as the Sixers, where that move is just like the sport's just gone bang?
Yeah, it's really exciting. I think we've already got more members than we had last year. So it's super exciting. And I think the Entertainment Centre was a game that we always looked forward to. So, yeah, super keen to get there.
Girls, we were very excited to announce as well that the Adelaide Thunderbirds and Nova 919 has a direct partnership.
Yep.
So we're all mates now. And now officially Jody can say, instead of you, she can say we.
We. I made this partnership happen. I got both the girls in a headlock and I said, come on, we're going to be partners and we're going to be friends. Thank you so much for coming in. You've brought in the trophy this is the 2024 trophy. So this is what you're playing for.
Yeah, they've already given it to you now. Oh,
yeah,
geez,
that's nice.
That's what's happening this season.
All the best for the season. It starts in a few weeks' time and we know you're going to smash it. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
And as we always say, fierce together, Andrew Hayes.
Yes, and also here if you need. Joes, let's talk about your most recent wedding. Oh, just weddings in general.
Yeah.
I mean, fun day. I love weddings.
Yeah, you do.
Because it's all of your mates.
Yep.
Everyone's looking really nice.
Yep.
It's good food. It's good wine. And you've probably got a pretty cool band going on as well.
Yeah. Do you not get a little nervous going into a wedding because your track record suggests, including your own, that you get a little bit carried away?
Well, yes. In short, yes. And there was a particular moment at my wedding where, I was, could have gone in very different directions.
Yes.
So one moment we were like, one more drink and he's gone.
Yeah.
So it took about 4 or 5 real solid mouthfuls of water, and by mouthfuls I mean pints of water,
Yes.
to get me back on the straight and narrow. And all of a sudden, 20 minutes later, I'm kissing babies, high-fiving, chatting to grandparents, solving problems.
And just a solid talking to you by one of your groomsmen, mate. Pull your head in.
Pull your head in. It wasn't my groomsman, actually. It was my brother-in-law, would you believe it? He was the loosest person I know in my life. Who would have thought that he straightened me up? I'll tell you what I did. I'll tell you what, though, Jodes.
Yeah.
I looked sharp and I looked timeless.
Yes.
And when I say timeless, I had a shaved face.
Yep.
And I had a crisp blue suit on with your stock standard blue bow tie.
Well, I have to admit, I saw a wedding photo for you from you on Instagram on the weekend because it was your 7-year anniversary.
Stunning and brave, wasn't I?
Stunning and brave. Also, 7-year itch. Look out.
That's a thing. Is that a thing, all right?
It's a real thing.
Yeah, it takes one to know.
Probably. I was going to say, probably more for Cara at this point, but anyway.
Watch this space. Oh, thank you very much for the heads up, Jodes. What about this little photo that's doing the rounds via Reddit? A groom stuns the internet by wearing Crocs at his wedding.
Oh, no.
Yes. It's very much divided opinion. And when I say it's divided, I would have thought that the opinion is maybe 95 to 5%, because who on earth is endorsing the use of Crocs as a footwear for your groom at a wedding? That's disgusting.
Absolutely not.
Black Crocs, I will say that. So it looked quite nice with the suit. It's not like he was wearing white Crocs with the heap of gibbets and all those accessories.
A little hamburglar from McDonald's.
Exactly. They were there to suit the suit, so to speak.
Gotcha.
But still, Crocs. And yes, I get it. He was incredibly comfortable, but a fashion choice that you make at wedding, you've got to think about what you might look back at.
Yes.
So, for example, will I regret this in 20 years' time? Will I regret this in 5 years' time? Don't get caught up in the moment with fashion trends at weddings.
Absolutely. I 100% agree. One thing I don't really subscribe to at the moment that seems to be a big thing is the cutouts in women's dresses.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And maybe that's just my stage of life. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I just don't subscribe to it.
No, and you completely... fair enough to not subscribe to that. You know the one that's doing the trends at the moment, which you're going to regret? Mullets.
Yeah.
Mullets at weddings.
Yeah.
I've been there, people. Mullets are in, then they're out. Now they're back in. They're going to go out eventually.
I know.
And at that stage, you're going to be like, what was I doing?
Yeah. Producer M, what you got?
So in the early 2010s, I want to say there was a big trend of women the brides wearing coloured Converse underneath their white wedding dress.
No thanks.
And then pulling up the dress so that you can just see the peak of it for photos.
Oh, great. Sexless wedding night. Good stuff. Producers, ho.
I'm not keen at all on any sort of head accessory.
Yeah.
That's not a veil. Leave your tiaras in Princess Diaries, you know? I'm not here for it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I agree. It's almost almost competing with the bride territory.
Yeah, well, just even the brides, not allowed. Get rid of them.
No, fair enough, mate.
Heads up, Pocahontas. Don't invite Zodi at wedding. She will be bagging your headwear in the background. The worst wedding trend that I've ever seen, and I completely understand why it was a thing, because there was a moment where Havaianas just took over the planet.
Oh, God.
They were everybody's like, I'm wearing thongs to absolutely everything. Oh, look, I'm on the work side. I'm wearing thongs. Oh, there goes my toe. Oh, it was worth it, though. Thongs at weddings. If you wore your thongs at your wedding and you thought it was really cool at the time, I have no doubt in the world that you're looking back now being like, what was I thinking?
Wow. Wowee. Shots fired. You might want to have a chat to Greg Oddie, because he wore Havaianas. We got married in Bali. We got married near a beach.
Yeah, she's like, watch out for the 7-year itch. Also, I married a bloke in thongs. You're probably right now, if you've got kids, just enjoying the school run What a magnificent time of the morning that is. Not hectic at all.
No.
So smooth, so effortless.
Oh, you got your lunchbox, you got your jumper. Where are your runners?
Yeah. Why aren't you getting dressed? Get dressed. I told you to do that 20 minutes ago and you haven't done it.
Get out of the shower. Have you had breakfast, etc., etc., and so it goes on.
Yeah, they're just some of the outrageous little conversations that happen in my household. I've got 3
How would
kids.
you know?
Yeah,
You're
that's
never
true.
there.
That's true. It's relayed back to me.
Yeah.
I've 3 kids, a 5-year-old, a 3-year-old and a 5-month-old. And my 3-year-old in the middle, her name is Lottie. And she's quite the individual. It was only late last year that we spoke about the time where she gave me some solid feedback about how she felt about me.
Lottie, what? Do you love Daddy?
No, I hate Daddy.
Ouch.
Why? I hate you.
Yeah. So early prediction, she's going to be a handful.
Yeah.
I'm sure she'll calm down when she becomes a teenager.
It'll be so
She'll
fun.
be fine.
Teenage girls are a dream.
I've heard that. Oh
my God.
Yeah, straight down the line, straight shooters, nothing going on.
Can I tell you, at one stage, you'll look at your 15-year-old girl and you'll go, who are you?
Yeah.
And what have I raised?
Yes.
And how have you turned from this beautiful little angel who loved Daddy, although that's never happened to you, has it?
No.
Into this just creature who can't stand you.
Oh, look, I can't wait for those years. So I should just enjoy this moment right now.
Sure.
So she's at ELC, and I expect when I go pick her up from ELC to get this sort of response. But instead, at the moment, I'm getting this. I don't really understand why. I understand what I do completely understand is that Mum's a favourite because Mum spends more time and Mum does everything.
Yeah.
And I mean, Mum's my favourite as well.
Yeah.
So I get it. But the last 3 times that I've picked up Lottie from ELC, instead of the, "G'day, Dad, how are you? Good to see you, love you, kiss."
Runs up from 30 metres away.
Instant tears. Instant tears.
Oh, no.
With a quick explanation of, "I thought Mum was going to pick me up. I want Mum to pick me up."
Oh, no.
And then straight away I look around and you look at the teachers and you can feel the teachers go, "How's he going to react to this?"
Yeah.
Because he's in a bit of a real interesting situation.
And so what do you do?
So straight I'm like, let's go straight home and see Mum. Oh, she's a funny one, isn't she?
Yeah.
Like, you can't be upset.
Yeah.
So I don't really know how to handle myself.
Yeah.
But it's happened 3 times in a row. If it keeps on happening, I'm getting to the stage where I'm not super pumped to go pick up my daughter from ELC because it's quite the journey, emotional journey for her, obviously.
It's just easier for Mum to do it. Well, I get that all the time with Harper, my 4-year-old girl.
Yeah.
Oh, loves Daddy. Just loves Dad. So every time I pick her up from creche or kindy, it's like, Daddy said he was going to pick me up. And then Daddy has done me an absolute disservice by telling her every morning, Daddy will pick you up.
Yeah.
So then when Mum rocks up, it's like a double whammy.
How very disappointing.
But then also at kindy, she wants to go on the swings. I'm like, dude, you've been here all day.
Yeah.
You've been here from 9 to 3. Why do we need to spend an extra 15 minutes on the swings? And do you know what she hits me with? Daddy lets me.
Yes.
Does he?
Well played.
Does he really?
Well played, Harper. That's what it's all about. 13 24 10. When have your kids torn you down?
Just ripped your heart out.
So many times I cruise into ELC
Yeah.
and I'm so confident.
Yeah.
I go, here we go.
Today's the day.
Oh, geez, you know what? Oh, there's my beautiful little daughter. Looking forward to giving her a hug.
She hasn't seen me all
And
day.
she hits me, tears. Where's Mum? What a rip-off. Boo. Boo to Dad. And I just feel for the teachers who awkwardly have to see how I react.
I know. Well, 13 24 10, let's do it. Do it. When have your kids just torn you apart, ripped your little heart out? Susan, good morning.
Good morning, Jodie. How are you? And good morning, Hazy, too.
Morning, Sus.
Hazy, you have met my grandson at Earth Clay Studios when we were there for some pottery classes.
Oh, yes.
You met little Archie.
Yep.
And I am heartbroken. It's not my child, it's my grandson who, he sees me, he says, he just sort of looks blankly at me and says, "Where's Papa? Where's Papa?"
Straight to it.
He blanks me completely.
Yeah.
It crushes me every time. But, yeah, where's Papa? Where's Papa?
And Susan, I'm guessing you do the bulk of the hands-on work too with Archie?
Oh, my gosh. I buy him the clothes. I ring my daughter and say, I'll get him this, I'll get him that.
Barbara.
But, where's Papa? Where's Papa?
That's sad.
It kills me.
Hang in there.
And I think it's worse with grandchildren. Yeah.
Susan, you give the best to Archie for us, and it was really nice to speak to you. How good was Earthclay, by the way?
It was amazing. We had a great time, didn't we?
Yeah.
Beautiful. It's nice you two can catch up on another occasion, I think.
Sure.
Good morning, Anne.
So this is, my daughter's 25 now, so this is quite a number of years ago. But my late husband found a fabulous Barbie TV all-in-one cassette recorder on the side of the road, and he was a handy person.
Yeah.
So he brought it home, did it all up, cleaned it up, and he was so proud of this Barbie TV.
Yeah.
So Tara got home from school, and he goes, got a surprise for you, look at this. So he gives her the Barbie TV, and with that, she turned to him and goes, Dad, don't you know that I hate Barbie? And he goes, when did you hate Barbie?
Poor Dad.
Why wasn't I told? Where was the memo? So
Oh.
he was devastated.
Very sad, Anne.
Unfortunately for dads, we don't pick up some of the cues, but what we do learn along the journey, particularly for infant girls, is they change their mind on the
Well,
spot.
they can. And Barbie, I think, was out of favour for being, not exactly advancing the cause of feminism for a while there. And then the Barbie movie hit.
Yeah.
Next minute, she's back in.
She's back in.
Who's to say? Sarah, good morning.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Good. I'm sensing you mightn't be the favourite.
Yeah, not every 2 weeks. So we've got Dad who flies out for work, and even though Mum's a fun one, why can't you leave, Mum? We'll drop you off to the airport.
That's brutal.
Yeah,
How
crush.
do you respond to that, Sarah?
Oh, look, we'll do it all again in another fortnight.
Why aren't you going, Mum? Get in the plane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Sarah. Let's go to Pat very quickly.
Hey guys, good morning.
Good morning.
I've got a 12-year-old. When she was 4 and she used to have lots of tantrums, she said to me once, shouting, "You've ruined all of my life." And I just said to her, "Well, you're only 4. It's the only way up is from here." And I just want to very, very quickly say, I'm 51. I had a baby 2 years ago. 10-year frozen embryo, but it gets me that his daddy is his favourite.
I love
to know the mechanics behind the
Yeah,
scenes.
no, I love that you went through that at 49, but we love Daddy.
Yep.
Oh, good on you, Pat. Thank you. Thank you for all your calls this morning.
Our next guest is 1/3 of the #1 drive show in the galaxy, Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel. He's the product of Terry, who was the solo man in the ads, and Jenny, a singer. So it's no surprise he went on to be drama captain at Wesley College in Perth and the editor-in-chief of the student newspaper. He's a staple on Aussie telly, cameoing in the Rocky Horror Show, and is currently on a national tour with his new comedy production, Boom. Please welcome to the studio the sometimes blonde, sometimes brunette, Joel James William Creasy.
Oh, thank you very much. It's a thrill to be here.
Not just Joel Creasy, Joel James William Creasy.
Oh, righto.
I know, a bit fancy-pantsy. Just asked me my middle name. I was like, well, I have 2. Very proud of that fact.
Yeah, and also your parents, Hazy, didn't realise that your dad, Terry, was the solo man.
He was the solo man in the 80s commercial. He is the one that's running up the hill getting chased by the blue heeler, as in the dog, not Lisa McCune. And then at the top of the mountain, he cracks open a solo.
Yeah.
Because what's more, refreshing than a long mountainous run? A fizzy soft drink. And it dribbles down his chin, all homoerotic. And then, of course, the butchest man on telly gave birth to this. So he's very proud.
Well, you had 2 very showbiz parents, didn't you? And that's how they met on the set of Star Wars. It's something, you couldn't script this stuff.
I know. I was destined to go into the biz. They met on the set of Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back. Mum was Jabba the Hutt. No, they were both members of the Rebel Alliance. And my mum was a West End actress as well. So, theatre's in my blood. Hence why my sister works for Bunnings. I love it. It's a really great little story to tell people. And
you mentioned your dad getting chased up a hill by a blue heeler. You too have a very special dog, don't you?
I do. Jack and I welcome the pitter patter of hairy little feet into our house, and I'm not talking about one of the Real Housewives. We have a chow chow called Girlfriend, and she's one of those dogs that looks like the lion with the blue tongue. Yeah.
They're fancy. That's a fancy dog.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I feel really good about getting a purebred after doing a documentary about dogs in pounds at the start of last year. But she had come prior. She'd come prior, and she's divine. Yeah, Girlfriend. Purely so we can say at the park, "Get over here, girlfriend," or did you just yourself, girlfriend?
Yeah.
Joel, we love having you in Adelaide. Welcome back. And your thoughts on Adelaide in general?
I love Adelaide. I came here I planned my beautiful friend Reese Nicholson, host of Drag Race Down Under.
Yeah.
They were getting married, and I had their bucks party in Adelaide. Reese didn't know where they were going.
Yeah.
We surprised them and took them to the airport and said, "Surprise, we're off to Adelaide." And we went and saw Mary Poppins.
Of course you did.
We went and saw Mary Poppins at the Adelaide Festival Centre and then went to Mary's Poppin'.
Oh, of course.
I love. What a great club.
Yeah, what are the great bars. Can I just be completely honest? You're not going to offend us. When that initial announcement was made, we're going to Adelaide.
What was the response?
The initial reaction?
No, genuinely stoked, but also confused as to what we were doing in Adelaide. I think Reese thought maybe I was going to make them do like a trial run of their festival show or something.
Right.
We had the best night.
Yeah.
Good.
The Schlong Island iced teas at Mary's Poppin' are delicious, hazy. You'd
I've
love
heard
them.
that.
I'll take you.
Here I am pretending I haven't had
I know.
Long Island iced teas.
I know, it's sweet. It's sweet, but you're pulling it off.
I think you've just missed that invitation. He just said he will take you. You have spent the entire year and a half that we've worked together trying to get Fitzy to take you anywhere. And Joel, first interview, is like, "I'll take you."
Yeah, no, not Fitzy. Fitzy doesn't know his way around Mary's Poppin'. I do. I'll take you.
How do you reckon Fitzy go at Mary's Poppin', by the way?
Oh, he would be. People would want to climb him like a tree.
Just as a side note, if you had to name the two Adelaide football teams, could you?
I could. Port Power and Adelaide Crows. And I'm a Crows supporter.
Yes.
Because the Adelaide Crows have actually booked me to host a lot of their functions. And I have, for years. And I always thought, how cool that they've booked this, young, nasal, very flamboyant comedian. So I've been an Adelaide Crows supporter as just purely because of the paychecks.
There you go.
I love that so much.
But also, if you're coming to my show, I love Port Power too. Love him. Is it Port Power?
It's Hazy always tells this story about when he first came to Adelaide. We get real in your face about who you support.
Yes.
So
yes, I'm from Perth. It's very similar.
Yeah, Eagles and Dockers thing.
Yeah, so people literally get up to you like, "Who do you barrack for?" And you're almost too scared to say either way.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much for coming in. We can't wait to see you in action.
Thank you. And my tent has great aircon. I know it's a very hot week. Beautiful. It's a great aircon.
Should. How about this for a little treat as well? Who wants to go along and see Joel Creasy at his new show right now? Joel Creasy's brand new comedy show, Boom. One of the great shows they're calling it.
So good.
It doesn't surprise me.
One
at
of the
all.
hits, The Fringe.
13, 24, 10. Who wants to head along? The fabulous Joel Creasy's new comedy show, Boom, at the Garden of Unearthly Delights on Wednesday, March 13th. Book now at adelaidefringe.com.au or give us a call 13 24 10.
We're going back in time. Hazy's on this Daisy. In time.
Yeah, Wednesday. You know what that means, don't you, sweetie? That's right. Just strap yourself in and let's take a little trip down memory lane. Who wants to come?
Means don't ever sweetie me on a Wednesday.
How very dare you, sweetie pie. No, I never do it twice.
Okay.
I never do it twice. I learned the first time.
Kind of just did, though.
Let's go back to 1998. Dr. Dre's Aftermath Entertainment signs the then unknown rapper by the name of Eminem.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I'm like, let's see what happens here. This could go two ways. I mean, it's probably going to be a bust, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Some random dude out of Detroit.
From a trailer park.
Yeah, he turned out to be pretty special.
He's done a thing or two.
There's no one as good, and there'll be no one as good. Guy's a freak.
I don't know what that means for the
It means there's been no one as good, and there will be no one as good in the future.
Gotcha.
2005, Shane Warne claimed his 1,000th first-class wicket. Still think about Shane Warne every now and then.
I know. I think it was just the anniversary of his death as well. And you see his children posting stuff, on Instagram and things. And it's like, it's one of those ones I still can't believe he's gone.
Yeah. So much fun to watch. 2008, you think it's been hot the last sort of few days. Adelaide notched up its 11th consecutive day of 35 degrees Celsius, a record for an Australian capital city.
I actually remember that. And I think I was doing weather at the time. We were just going, surely not one more. Surely not one more day.
Yeah.
11th
consecutive day, 35 plus. Number one song on March 13th in 2018 was Havana by Camila Cabello. Is that 6 years old?
Wow.
Oh, gosh.
Doesn't time fly, sweetie?
Wait, what?
Hey.